Hey guys, welcome back. So trying out the Excite 180SX this time. So this is the first car that uses arch physics that I've really tried to give a go, and it's actually turned out to be a lot more difficult than I thought. There's a bit of detail in this car. So it uses an SR20 that makes 352 horsepower. So you can see on the side the physics, arch physics, and once again it's a Gran Turismo model and some extra stuff there. 442 Newton meters and 1,210 kilos. So with that, let's jump in. All right, so I'm just doing this in the Kunos drift track because it's a bit difficult to drive. The first thing I was going to show, so this car, if you look at the T here, it should tell you the degrees and angles for the wheels. So on your inside wheel, you've got 58.5 degrees. You see the suspension moving down there. I'll put up the other car's lock, but this has a bit less lock compared to some of the others. All right, so like being a Gran Turismo model, it looks pretty good on the inside. Analog dash, which I'm happy about, and a remote wheel. All right, so I'm just going to start in second. And I'll probably just do a lap so I can concentrate a bit and then talk about it after. So it'll take me a bit to get used to. You can see it's not going so well just yet. Off on the grass. So I'll come down here, just use a handbrake entry, just keep it in second. Keep it going around, try and flick it through this little inside section. Gonna go off on the grass. It's fine, we can keep it going. Too much, drop the revs too much there. Probably ran over that donut by the feel of it. That was very messy. Alright, third. Alright, see if we can get turn one. Try and straighten the car up. Off on the grass. Just keep that going. I shouldn't have hit the brakes then because I'm going to crash. Alright, so as you can see, I'm not so great at this car. So this car is quite challenging to drive. Well, at least for me anyway. I'm sure other people are really used to it, but can get it eventually. It just takes a bit. So I found the front really vague. So the other cars I don't have a problem of knowing where the front wheels are pointing. It just seems to work. With these cars, I seem to struggle with that. And that was the other night trying out this car, and I kind of worked out that I have to try and steer it with the throttle more so than the actual steering to get the car to do what I want. And so once it kind of clicks, it's not too bad. Like this lap's a lot better than that first lap. We'll try third again. And if you give it a kick, the back really starts to step out. So definitely the most challenging car I tried to drive. Had that too early. Not that it's undrivable or anything. And I know Arch physics are meant to be based on real life measurements. So, and I think they use, well, this is Excite, so I think they've changed the tire data. Jeez. But yeah, the front feels very vague, and I found that with other Arch cars as well. I'm going to turn around and do the other way. But challenging, but it's a good challenge. It's not. Oh, slide out to the wall. It's not, yeah, undrivable. I'm going to spin. It's just very much getting used to the characteristics of how these pack or these cars handle. Over the donut. Try and keep it slow and just second on the inside, and the back flip around too much again. So I think I've said it before, I don't have a direct drive wheel. This is still a belt driven, so I don't know how much of a difference that would make in this car pack. So yeah, I can kind of get it to click sometimes, but not as consistently as the other cars. So trying to use third and just use the throttle to put the car where I want more so than the steering. Not that too much. The other thing I've definitely found with these cars, especially in transitions, I'll kind of let it transition, let the car settle, and then start applying throttle. So I've been practicing this, but I don't think I'll be able to do it, or haven't been able to do it properly yet, but try and flick the back around, and I was trying to do backies through there. But this is third gear. So yeah, I'm going to rotate. So it's definitely in the transition, throw the car in the other direction, wait until it becomes stable or settles, and start applying power again. At least that's how I've been driving these. Oh, this car, sorry. Get off the road. Try one more. So fourth gear, clutch kick, hit the brakes, try and get the rear to rotate around. Accidentally put into third with no clutch. But it didn't seem like it is set up for damage in this car. So second. Probably didn't transition early enough. I'm probably using too many clutch kicks, and should just try and maintain the throttle at a just use more throttle. Alright, third, flick it through. So here I'll just like flick it. When it settles, I just end up doing clutch kicks to get the revs back up, and then try and keep it driving through the rest of the drift. So fourth. Couldn't keep the power going there. Could just feel the back wasn't spinning enough, and it wasn't going to maintain that drift. Come on, pull the lock. Alright, I'm going to try one more backy. third. Just use the handbrake to keep it rotating if it doesn't. Try and lift off the throttle to keep it get straight again. Fourth. I'm gonna go off on the grass. Oh, the back hit. So I haven't tried the other Excite cars. Just been focusing on this 180. Like I said, definitely the most challenging car from any pack I've driven. But it's stay off the wall. It's a good challenge. Definitely have to focus on more throttle control and use the throttle to try and steer the car more so than the steering is how it feels to me anyway. I will keep practicing on these, but probably won't see many more videos on the Excite cars at the moment. Alright, third. Just keep trying to get the revs up. I'm going to spin. Yeah, so that's the Excite 180. Very challenging, but it's a rewarding challenge. With that, thanks for watching, guys.